The Arctic is changing. Each year, an area of ice the size of Austria disappears, revealing not just open waters, but also untapped resources and new shipping lanes. This might sound like an entrepreneur's dream, but it's also a stark reminder of our warming planet. The Arctic's first ice free summer could arrive by 2030, an unsettling milestone that underscores both the risks and the rewards of this region. With retreating ice, new opportunities emerge. Shorter shipping routes, such as the Northern Sea Route, NSR, could reduce travel times between Asia and Europe by nearly half. Imagine shaving 5,000 kilometers and 2 weeks off a journey from Rotterdam to Shanghai. Such efficiency could reshape global trade, but with these routes comes a delicate balancing act. Are we ready to manage the political disputes, safety risks, and environmental costs that come with them? Take the NSR as an example. It hugs Russia's coast and it has been navigable in summer since 2005. While promising, the route relies on expensive icebreaker escorts, and political tensions with Russia have complicated its use. Even so, the potential is undeniable. Last year, a record 92 ships traversed the NSR, a massive jump from just 19 ships in 2016. But this progress raises a question: is unilateral action by Arctic nations sustainable? Or does it risk stalling the broader promise of the region? Shipping lanes are only part of the story. The Arctic is also rich in resources. Beneath its melting ice lie minerals critical to the green energy transition: lithium, cobalt, and rare earths. Greenland alone holds 43 of the 50 minerals deemed critical by the US government, including a staggering 42 million tons of rare earth reserves. These resources are crucial for batteries, wind turbines, and solar panels, tools that will power our future. Yet, the question remains: how can we responsibly access these materials without exploiting the Arctic's fragile ecosystem? The stakes aren't just environmental. The Arctic has long been a geopolitical chessboard, with nations jostling for influence. 7 of the 8 Arctic nations are NATO members, while China has declared itself a near Arctic state, sparking concerns over its intentions. Cooperation, rather than competition, is the only path forward. History has shown that unilateral moves breed mistrust. If countries cannot collaborate to share technology, funds, and access, the Arctic may become a battleground instead of a bridge to a sustainable future. Let's not forget the people of the Arctic. Indigenous communities, like those in Greenland, have lived off the land for centuries. They are the first to feel the impacts of melting ice and warming waters. Rising temperatures have brought new species like mackerel, which now account for a significant share of Greenland's exports, but also threaten traditional catches like snow crabs and salmon. These communities must be at the table when decisions about resource extraction and shipping are made. Their knowledge and voices are crucial in shaping an equitable Arctic strategy. Balancing these interests, economic, environmental, and geopolitical, is no small feat. But the Arctic is a global region. Its resources, routes, and risks transcend borders, demanding collective action. Think of agreements like the International Moratorium on Arctic Fishing, which has successfully restricted overfishing in high seas. Such efforts show that cooperation isn't just possible, it's necessary. As we look to the future, the Arctic offers a vision of what's possible when we embrace shared responsibility. Yes, the challenges are daunting. Mining the Arctic's critical minerals will require new technologies and substantial investments. Navigating its icy waters will demand diplomacy and infrastructure, but with cooperation, the Arctic's transformation can be more than just an economic opportunity. It can be a model for how nations tackle shared global challenges. So let's rethink the Arctic not just as a melting ice cap or a geopolitical hotspot, but as a symbol of what's at stake when ambition meets collaboration. The prize is enormous, but so is the cost of failure. Together, we can ensure the Arctic becomes a space for unity and sustainable progress, a place where the balance between opportunity and responsibility leads to lasting prosperity for all.